you will do, supernatural. You will do, Lord, much more abundant, oh God, in our team, in this business, and especially, oh God, in our lives, oh Father. Thank you, Lord. Be with us, oh Lord, in this meeting, in this training, and that we will be learning, we will be energized, we will be motivated, we will be inspired, and everybody, Lord, will just be able to capture what our speakers, what our trainers, Lord, will be giving unto us. Thank you, Jesus. To you, oh
Right.
God, we surrender everything. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. So, hello everyone. If you can see me, can you just wave? So I would just like to recognize, because Gary doesn't know everybody, so I would just like to introduce who are here. Okay, so let us start with can we have you on your screen? Can you have your video on so that Gary can see you? Yeah. So I will give you, yes.
Wow,
You
si
show your
Conchino
beautiful
pala, ang
beauty
gaganda.
water faces.
Nako. Ha?
Yes. That's why. How about another one? I'd just like to make mention, special
Miss
mention for
Janet.
our early bird. Our
Mm.
early bird is none other than Jeanette. This is Leia. Leia.
Yeah.
Leia. Let us all wave to
Hello.
Leia, our early bird, and yet she's working right now. Gary, she's inside the hospital with
Wow.
her with her working clothes just to be here.
Amazing.
Just unmute,
Amazing,
okay?
amazing.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
Fantastic.
I believe I will have a special gift for you, our
Wow.
early bird, Leia. You
Yes.
asked me about your special gift because I will give it to you. Yes.
All right.
And of course, as you can see, Leia is also a nurse working. And we also have Leia is under the team of Joanne. If you remember Joanne, Gary, yes.
Yes.
And then now we have oh, I saw the girly girl, girly, yes, girly Santos,
Yes.
yeah. And I saw her husband too,
Edgar
Edgar,
is also
with her
there. Yeah.
earlier.
Mm, exactly.
Okay, and now also, and with that, and of course we like to introduce to you, there, hello, wave, Gary, and Girly and Edgar,
That's
the
the
couple, the powerful couple.
Hello, hello. Mabuhay.
Okay, and then we have Glenda. Glenda is also a nurse,
Yay.
Hi,
and
Glenda.
Glenda, before the she had her New Year's celebration in the Northern Lights, in the northern places. So she uh, she rocked Tromsø, and
Wow.
then we have um, Jillian together with Raymond.
Raymond. Wow. Hello,
Can
guys.
you wave, Raymond and
Yeah.
our millennials? Yes. Yes, we have so many millennials here. That's why we look millennials too,
You.
right?
We have
And they
millennials
are
at heart.
all under the um leg of no other than Irene. Irene Bernardo, the
Wow.
Woo!
I
the sister of Edward. So
The Kangen
Oh,
Prince.
the
wow.
so she will be the Kangen princess. Okay. So, and of course we welcome our Kangen prince, Edward
Edward.
Ainsa.
Woo!
Yes,
Hi,
guys.
Edward.
Yes. Woo!
Yeah, so that's it.
Awesome.
So I just hope that a lot of our team, our leaders will be coming over. And yes, we welcome Jeanette. Jeanette Motil is also a
Yes.
nurse.
Mm-hmm.
She's under the leg of Joanne and Art.
Right.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes. And yes. So before, for everybody, just a quick reminder. Um, don't forget to have your pens and notebooks. And of course, the important thing is you have your water. Okay. And of course, we need to also be hydrated. So we need our beauty water to make to spray, you know. And not only that, we need our sanitizer. It's pandemic time, so we need to be complete here. We don't need mask because we are this is virtual. Okay.
Okay.
So, are you excited, guys? Give me a
Yes.
those who are excited,
Woo!
can you put in the chat box the big yes. Can you type big yes so that we will see if you are that energetic, so that Gary and Rex will be so awake, and they will not be sleepy because it's 12 midnight in their places. Yes. So you can see that they are so excited. Yes. So I give the floor to our trainers, our speakers. First of all, um, I would just like to have this to share to you a Bible verse wherein it says in Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. And I believe that this verse, we have been sharing this to everyone, and we have been living this verse, right? So I know that this is God's plan for us, and I know also that God has a bigger plan for all of us. We will just have to claim it and declare it and accept that indeed God is watching us, and he wants to bless us because in our future. Yes,
Yes.
yes. And by the way, I would just like to share with you at my back this one. This one. This one is a vision chart of 2020. So I believe that we made a declaration last year, January, and I know and I believe that some of those who wrote here, they have already achieved it. So come on, guys, let us give ourselves a big clap
Woo!
and thank God
Yes.
for the achievements that we had, because we believe that we it. Okay.
All right.
And with that, with that, they said also for the last time, winners in life don't always win. They just don't give up. Are you giving up, guys? No, we're not giving up. We are winners and we will not give up. Do you agree with me? So
Yes.
if you agree with me, write in your chat box, agree. So I
I
will
love
know
it.
is with me. Yes. Edward agrees. Yes, yes. Okay, so now um, let us all welcome our upline, our leader, direct from the first. Uh, he has he is what is this? Started he was God's instrument who started here in Norway. So after 2017, 18, after 3 years, after 3 years, so finally, he is in his 6A rank and going to on his way to 6A2. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome our leader, our humble and our handsome leader, Rex Brontilla. Come on, let us give him a big, big, big
Yay!
clap.
Wow! Thank you, thank you. Maraming salamat. Miss Helen Grace Go, 'di ba? Grabe. Actually, I was planning also when I get back to Norway, and if all things fall according to plan, I might as well make my family name also Go, so that you will not call me Rex Prantilla anymore. You would call me Rex Go. So you could just call me up, Rex Go. Come on, let's go. Okay, so it sounds a bit more right now. So anyway, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you. I know there are lots of thousands of people are now in Facebook Live, because we're also doing this live. So a lot of people are also watching us. Oh, Rex Go. Yeah. So anyway, like to welcome you guys, because you know what, the time that you'll be spending tonight, this is going to be such an amazing time, because you're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna be I'm just so how do you call this, I'm just so excited to share to you all the things I'll be talking about later tonight. Okay, actually tonight, this afternoon, in your how do you call this, time zone. So anyway, I won't take this much too long, because I'm just gonna share some PowerPoint presentation here. So you might as well try to take some notes, because these things that I'm going to discuss to you would revolutionize our vision, basically, on how we will handle 2021. But of course, I'm gonna give the best part, and I'd like to acknowledge the presence of my mentor and all of our Norway team's mentor. Like to acknowledge the presence of the great Mr. Gary Gan. Can we give him a, uh, how do you call this, a big round of applause? I can do that on
Thank you,
just
Rex.
all
Thank
right,
you,
all right.
everybody.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Actually, so also 12 midnight. Actually, it's already 12:16. All right, midnight here in Asia. Of course, also in KL. That's why you might be hearing from Gary later, but it's going to be a bit how do you call this, surprising, because in the first place he's going to speak a bit soft. Okay, he won't be shouting that much. All right, and all that, but the energy, the excitement, I know is going to be sharing a lot of fantastic things. Okay, so anyway, I won't take much more of your time. I only have like 30 minutes, all right, to share this presentation, but I make it as short as possible. But I'm going to assure you that this is going to change your life. Okay, so gonna give you some presentation here. Okay, wait. Okay, right. So can you see my screen? Can I have a thumbs up? Edward, can you see my screen? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Great. All right. So this is our Kickstart training. All right. I'd like to thank Helen, of course, for introducing me. And as you all know, now that's why I'm just so thankful and grateful to each and every one of you, because this time that you're spending with us tonight, this is really going to be worth it. Okay, because we have no we have somebody in our midst that is, our Grand Upline, our mentor, now Mr. Gary Gan. But wait for him. This is just a preliminary training that I'm going to give you. Okay, but then let me give you the vision that I have. Okay, for the year 2021. This is the theme that I want our team to really embrace. Okay, this is what I call win as one in 2021. Is that good? Is that good? Can I get a one in the chat box if you like that idea? Win us one in 2021. Right. Oh wait. Okay. Oh, yeah, there are still people. Oh, wow. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Anyway, this is our theme right now, our theme. Okay, and this is what we are going to aim for, because as you all know, we all have our dreams, we all have our vision, we all have our goals, no, that we have already set, especially, and our year 2020, last year, although it's a pandemic, a lot of challenges, a lot of things that really happened around the world, a lot of people were really affected by what's going on all over the world. But you know what? Amazingly, our business, especially our Enagic business, personally, for me and our team, basically, this has been one of our breakthrough years. This has been our breakthrough year. Actually, last year was our breakthrough year. And I could really see that if we continue with that hot streak, I know we could really win as one for this year, 2021. Okay. Now, let me go on. Right. There's one thing about the second slide because it normally doesn't go directly to the next slide. All right. Actually, because there are lots of people, actually, as you could see in the picture, as you could see in the slide. Do you know who that is? He's the Pambansang Kamao. He's our national feast. Okay, national feast. His name is Manny Pacquiao. Of course, he's world renowned. But there are lots of people, actually, who would just, some people just fight not to lose. And if you watch this fight between Manny Pacquiao and this guy Clottey, no, Joshua, this guy, actually, as you could see, if you could, I don't know if you've seen their fight before, no, that was how many years ago. But if you could remember how he fought Manny Pacquiao, he was, just covering his face like that. You wouldn't even recognize what his face looks like, because all you could see, actually, is these gloves in front of his of his face, because he is fighting not to win, but he is just fighting not to lose. Okay, he there, here in our business, actually, you have to understand, especially when you try to reach your goals, try to reach your whatever things that you would want to have in your life, especially in our business. There should be a time that we should, do some offense also. And mind you, as the great Jack Dempsey, he was one of the greatest fighters in the whole world. He was a great boxer, a heavyweight champion in the 1930s. I don't know if I wasn't born that in that those years yet. Okay, but then he said, and he's famous for this saying in this quote, that the best defense is a good offense. All right, the best defense is a good offense. But sometimes we also need to be offensive. Okay, we also need to become offensive. We need to attack. We need to just get it on. Whatever challenges that is facing us. Because I know every time we talk to a client, there's always it's not a guarantee that they would sign up. It's not a guarantee that they would buy the machine. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Just go on. Do the offensive, because you know what? As based on my experience in this business, basically, is that this is just a numbers game. Okay, time will come that you will be able to really get people who would just show up, who would become your leaders. All right, and I'm telling you, in our network, in our business here in Enagic, we cannot go on just to do our business, you know j- just not to lose. We should have a mindset that we are in this 100% because we want to win, we want to achieve, we want to reach our dreams, our goals. That's why it's very important that we should have that mindset. Okay, do you agree with that? If do you agree with that, then type in one in the chat box, please. Okay, all right, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. You have to understand that we are at war. We are at war. I know I'm a peace loving guy, and I'm sure do know all of you are also, people who are with so much love in their hearts. And I've known a lot of, majority of you all. But we have to understand that we are at war, not only in this pandemic, but we are at war. What are we at war for? Okay? We are at war against sickness and disease. Especially here in the middle, in this, we are in the middle of a pandemic. Right now, Norway, as me and Helen has been discussing actually for the past couple of days, we were, because late last year, the reason why Norway, the Norway team has been really, just bringing in the sales. There was even a month that you were able to bring in more than 30 sales in a month, which is wow. That is really amazing, right? For a team that is just starting. But the thing is, those numbers are really fantastic. Okay, but you have to understand that uh, just lately, Norway has been experiencing a lot of quote unquote lockdown. All right, there have been lockdown here in the Philippines. We have been experiencing it for the past, since March, actually. Since March of last year, we have been experiencing that we just cannot go out of the house. We cannot, just talk to people. So all we can do actually, if you really want to become serious in this business, is just, go online. But you don't. We cannot talk to our clients, to our prospects face to face. But here, there in Norway, actually, there has been a time that you could still do the presentation. I know Kuya Art Atalid, one of our business partners, is really, if they have a break time in the hospital, actually, when they just sit around in the cafeteria, in the how do you call this, uh, in the hospital where he's working, and then he just talks to his clients, and then he's closing sales. And those are things that are amazing. And you guys can just go to a certain house, for example, and just present the business like what Edward and the rest of you guys are all doing. But you have to understand, we are at war against this sickness and disease. The pandemic basically right now is one of the greatest challenges that we are facing right now. And this is worldwide. We're not only talking about Norway, about KL, or even here in the Philippines, but it's worldwide. It's a worldwide pandemic. And I know you all know that. Okay. And we also have a war against poverty and lack. So, guys, we have to understand that this is the thing that we are fighting for. There are lots of people actually right now that is, all their mindset right now is just, how can they put food in their table? How will they be able to pay their bills? You know what, if we there has been a time, because I've been with network marketing for quite a long time. Even Gary, for example, has been with network marketing since I think it was like 7 or 8 years old, if I'm not mistaken. But there have been a concept in our heads that when you go into networking, this is an avenue for us where we could, just invite people and tell them that, hey, you want to become rich, then join me, then join our business. That's usually how we invite people. But now we cannot say that to our clients right now. We can't say that to our how do you call this, to our prospects right now, because the main concern of people right now is how to put food in their table, how to pay their bills, how to have the cash flow in order for them to pay their bills.
Silent
But
kita.
this is one thing that we have to understand. But the thing is, we are at war with this, not only about sickness and disease. And our okay, I'm sorry, our products can actually answer those. All right, our products can actually be able to combat whatever disease or whatever sicknesses that is, especially in this pandemic. And of course, because of the business side of our company, then we could also help people. So we have to place that in our hearts, actually, that what we are doing, actually, it's not only about just reaching our dreams, our goals, but this should be an advocacy for us to really reach out to people Because we are fighting a war. All right? We are fighting a war. And another war that we are fighting against is against discovering our life's purpose. A lot of people are actually displaced. Okay? I know a lot of you guys there in back in Norway are, you are in the health and wellness industry. A lot of you are nurses. A lot of you are in the, in the healthcare. Okay, but there are lots of people actually that they are working, they are doing something, but at the back of their minds, is this really what I'm going to do for the rest of my life? Is this because this is based on statistics, guys. More than 85% of people who are working or doing whatever things that they are doing, they're not even enjoying the things that they're doing, actually. I don't know if you're one of those guys, but you know what? That is based on statistics. And I'm saying that's you, but if you felt that way, I'm telling you, we we have an avenue, we have a business that could actually solve this and help people to discover their life's purpose. Okay? As Mark Twain, the famous Mark Twain said, that the two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why. The day you find out why you were born. And it's about discovering your life's purpose. A lot of people are actually just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, day in, day out, day in, day out. But then, is that is it really the thing that you are, you know, born to do for the rest of your life? You're the only person who could answer that question. But then I have to tell you that we have, how do you call this? We are holding in the palm of our hands an opportunity wherein we could actually lead people how to discover their own life's purpose. Okay? So, how do we win? No? How do we win against all of this year? As you could see in the slide, no? In the war room, when people are in a war room, actually, they are planning. No, they are planning things. They are planning. All the generals are there. The president is there. They are, they're just talking in one single room, but they are, strategizing everything and planning out whatever it is necessary in order for them to win the battle against their foes. Okay, against their enemies. Now, as I've already explained to you, that we are fighting an enemy that is huge, actually. But then you have to understand that we have how do you call this? Not only an instrument, but we have a weapon. How we could win against all of these challenges that is facing all of us, especially for this year 2021. Okay, so are you ready to listen in how we can win, how we could win and achieve our goals for 2021? If you are ready, type in yes in the chat box. Come on. I want to see those yes coming in. All right. Thank you, guys. Wow. All right. Great, great, great. Now, so how will we be able to win? Mhm. First things first, you have to know your enemy. You have to know your enemy. I know that we are fighting a war against all those things that I've discussed to you about, but you have to know what is or who is your real enemy. Okay? As the famous Sun Tzu, no, he's the author of The Art of War. He said, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. Okay? So it's about knowing your enemy and knowing yourself. It's very important about knowing yourself. Okay? It's really very important. Now, the number one enemy actually is laziness. Okay? Now, I really don't know who among you here are lazy, because a lot of you guys, of course, if you go abroad, this kind of, how do you call this? Attitude normally is not evident, especially for Filipinos going abroad. When we go abroad and work there, we tend to be really hardworking. But you know what? When it comes to our business, if you are lazy in this business, we could actually, how do you call this? Expect that the commissions coming in our pockets are also going to be lazy. Okay, because it's going to hamper your growth, the growth of your team, the growth of your business. Everything would just fall apart if you're lazy. Okay, but then it's all up to you. That's why you have to understand, as Gary has been telling us over and over again, and I can remember he's telling me this when we were back in his rest house in Cameron Islands, where we spent like 5 days and 4 nights there, just the two of us. Imagine. Okay, he's been telling me that how do you call this? I forgot what the thing he told me about. If you consider this business just a hobby, okay, if you consider this as a real business, then you'll be able to really earn the income of a real business. But if you consider this as a hobby, I mean, you're just gonna earn like loose change in this business, I'm telling you. So it all boils down on how hard you're working your business, especially when you get to start up. Okay, actually, I have a separate training for this. How we could really, how I could really, how do you call this? Illustrate how our business really works with the time that you spend in your business, the amount of income that you'll be able to earn, and then the growth of your organization. You'll really be amazed with that illustration, because when you're first starting in this business, you have to really work hard because you're just starting to get some people, right? But then the income would still be very small, and then the how do you call this, the effort is also quite, huge effort. Okay, like all out massive effort you have to give in order for you to really earn. But then as you go on with your business, and then if you are able to get some more people under your organization, you'll be able to leverage your time to other people. And that's what our business is all about. It's about leveraging. Okay, but then that's another topic. Okay, but then this is the number one thing. In order for us to win the battle for 2021, we should be able to really get rid of laziness. Okay, number two thing, it's inconsistency. Being inconsistent actually is really a terrible thing, because success isn't always about greatness. Okay, one of our idols, actually, this is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. Now it's about consistency. Now he said consistent hard work gains success, and greatness will come. Okay, do you believe that? I surely believe that, because you know what, if you get to know the story of this guy, he started out basically with nothing. Okay, basically with nothing, but right now he's one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood. Okay, that's The Rock Johnson before became a wrestler. And then another thing, success doesn't come from what you do occasionally, but what you do consistently. So if you're consistent in what we're doing, I'm telling you that consistency would definitely give you the results that you are trying to bring in now, based on the goals that you have set. Okay, so it's not about wishful thinking, but it's about setting your goals and then doing it with an all-out massive action. AOMA. Okay, so next thing, another enemy. In order for us to win, there are lots of another thing that another factor, now that we could say that this is one of our enemies, is if we are doing our business without any planning. And here I would like to really commend what my life partner has been doing in Norway, okay, Helen, because every time that she has an activity, she has been, we've been talking about this, and then we just exchange ideas how we are going to grow our team. And then the good thing about it is that she, most of the time, since she's the one there right now, she talks with her leaders, and then they do the planning. Okay, they do the planning because, guys, planning without action is futile, and action without planning is fatal. That's by Cornelius Fincher, and it really make a lot of sense. Okay, because if you fail to plan, you basically just you're just planning to fail. That's why it's very important that right now, especially at this we're just starting the year. Okay, we're just starting the year. Plan out things in order for us to really see and visualize what's going to happen for us for the year 2021. And if you are willing to win for the year 2021, guys, I'm telling you, starting right now, starting today, we should be planning already the things that we need to do in order for us to really win as one in 2021. Okay? All right? Are you getting my point, guys? Huh? Can I have a thumbs up from you guys? Huh? All right. Thank you, guys. Now, that's why we need to be specific with the strategies that we're going to do. That's why one of the strategies is also, having regular meetings like this, because I know meeting up in person is really going to be is now becoming a challenge, even there in Norway. That's why meeting online is one of the strategies that we could do in order for us to really, just do the business and be united. Okay, be united in our actions and plans in order for us to really strategize things in order for us to become successful together. Okay. Next thing, another thing that we could actually win against is one of our enemies actually is giving up easily. Okay, guys, just look at the picture. Because if you really want to quit, if you are going to quit at this point in time, I'm telling you guys, we are sitting on a diamond mine with Enagic. We are just scratching the surface of this opportunity. I've been telling you over and over and over again. Gary has been with the Enagic for the past 9 years right now. It's going 10 years by next year, I believe, or within this year. No, this year, not this year. Is going to be celebrating his 1 decade in doing the business. And you know what? This has been. I could just imagine when he talks about the greatness of this business, the beauty of this business. Even his all his veins in his in his neck are showing out because it's been telling us over and over again, guys, we are sitting on a diamond mine here. We're just barely scratching the surface of this opportunity because Enagic, although this business has been here for the company has been here for the past 45, 46 years already, but then with the networking business it's been just over about 16, 17 years or something like that. Okay, but the thing is, you have to understand there's only 1.6 million machines that has been sold worldwide. And come to think about the total population worldwide, there are about 7 billion people. And everybody needs our machine. Each and everyone needs our machine. So just we are barely scratching the surface of this opportunity, guys. Okay. And I could just imagine if we give up easily, just imagine if our great, 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 great grand upline Mr. JV Pacifico gave up easily on the business. I don't know if you've heard this story, yeah? But then when he was starting up in the US, he was broke. He has a wife who is really sick, and that's the main reason why he has to loan some money from one of her friends in the US in downtown Los Angeles just to give a down payment for them to purchase a machine actually. But then it took him 45 days talking to people, sharing the water, sharing the opportunity and every nobody got even one. Good news, not even one got one machine from him. 45 days, and he's been, according to his story, he's been he has this post dated check from his wife because his credit was so bad. It's only his wife who has a post-dated check. Those post-dated check were not even funded. So basically their monthly payments are bouncing. Okay. And his machine, their machine was supposed to be how do you call this? Repossessed by the company. But in God's grace, you know what? The company was so forgiving, was so how do you call this? They were so gracious that when they heard the story about JB Pacifico's wife, okay? His wife was so sick and all. The manager, I forgot the name of the manager back in the US that time, but then they just let JB use the machine, okay? And good news, right after how many months of trying to do the business, trying to convince people, one guy purchased a machine from JB Pacifico. And this one guy, after using the machine for 11 days, returned the machine. Just imagine. Just imagine, huh? The challenges that he just faced before he started when he was starting his business. Okay? And if he gave up during that time, I don't know. Maybe Gary is not with Enagic because Cynthia Brigante, our great grandmother, also with Enagic, Romy Verdera, and all those guys up in our business line. They are all under JV Pacifico, and he's the great grandfather. No, he's the godfather of Enagic, as Mr. Ashir would call him. And if he gave up easily because of the challenges that he faced during the time when he was starting, I don't know where we, maybe there's no Gary Gan, maybe there's no Norway group, we haven't heard about Enagic, I don't know, right? But then you know what, he's enjoying the life that only most of us can just imagine. All right, he's enjoying a time of a life that is, you know what, we almost all of us could only dream of. Okay, that he basically is just earning even in his sleep, while he's sleeping. And I could remember what my great grandfather has been telling us all along. You know, my great grandfather, his name is Warren Buffett. He said, if you are not able to to earn an income while you are sleeping, then you're going to work for money for the rest of your life. Okay? So this is, I'm telling you guys, we are sitting on a gold mine. And I believe Gary, our great grand upline Gary, would be talking more about that later. Okay? So, as said, winners are not people who never fail, but people who never quit. That's why I've been saying this over and over again. Here in our business, there is no one who we can consider a failure in our business. There's no failure in this business. No one can fail in our business. The only time you will fail in our business is when you quit. Okay? So tell yourself and promise yourself to never, never, ever, 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 never, ever quit. Okay? Never, ever quit. That's the how do you call this? Ano yung tawag yun? Yung it's a deadly sin that you could, it's a mortal sin actually that you could do for yourself. Okay. And another thing that we should be fighting off is not being resourceful. Look at the ants. No, the Bible says, no, learn from the ants. Not only because they are during the rainy season, they store in food, but they are very, very resourceful. They help each other actually, because they're very small, they're very little, but then they help one another in order for them to cross from one, like this, from a fruit to a leaf, for example, as you could see in the picture. But being not resourceful, is one thing that could really hamper us in order for us to really grow our business. Okay? Tony Robbins says, no, it's not resources, but resourcefulness that ultimately makes the difference. It's not the resources because, guys, we all have the resources needed. Okay, we have two hands, we have 2 feet, we have our whole body actually, and most especially we have the mind. A mind that is so powerful. Guys, based on studies, we are only just using like 8% to 10% of our mind, of our brain power. But if we could just harness the power of our mind, I'm telling you, we could be as resourceful as, no one can imagine. Okay? Now, talking about resourcefulness, this is a very good story about this girl. I don't know if you've heard about this woman. No, her name is Jamie Kern Lima. She's the CEO and founder of IT Cosmetics. But you know what? This is a very interesting story because when I saw her story and read about her story, actually, it's so amazing because she, of course, just like many of us, basically, she grew up from a very middle class family, not actually middle class, but lower middle class family back in Mexico. But then when she transferred in the US, in the downtown Los Angeles also, she worked as a waitress in Denny's and a lot of odd jobs. But then um she eventually became a newscaster. And when she became a newscaster in a certain television station, some of their production assistant, just noticed that her face is becoming like this. Okay, yeah, and that's her face actually. She has this I don't know, melasma or something in her skin that is so hypoallergenic that whatever makeup that she uses, although I do not use makeup, but you girls, you certainly know this. Even if she uses all these retouches, these powders, foundations, still her skin just breaks out. So that even when most especially when she's in front of the camera, people would notice it. That is why whatever hypoallergenic makeup kits she's using, it just doesn't work. So this is where her resourcefulness comes in, because since no brand or no brand of any how do you call this, makeup products are how do you call this, works for her. She has to do some research of her own, do just being resourceful. She has to buy whatever ingredients that she has studied on, until such time, to cut the long story short, she was able to come up with her own makeup. Okay, and then her own makeup, and it really works for her. It worked for her. And then um what happened is that she shared it with some of her office mates, the one that she's working with the station, with the television station, and then with some of her friends, until such time that they also liked the texture of the makeup. And to cut the long story short, she decided in 2007 or 2006 to start um to make her makeup become a business. Okay, she started her makeup business of her own, and that was the time when she started. And then for 3 years, according to her, they were really broke actually, because her makeup products are not really just making the sales that they are expecting, until such time that she was invited, because she's trying to really market, just talk to people, try to share it, just like what we're doing right now. Just try to share people, try to share to other people, try to share to our friends, our family, whatever, everyone. but no one believes her. And then her makeup products are not really, just she was able to sell just enough for her to get by, but not really enough for her to achieve her dreams. And that is the thing that is happening to most of us right now. There are lots of us who are doing this part time. We're able to sell just enough products, just enough machines in order for us to earn, a certain amount of income. But then it's not enough for us to really live our dreams in our business right now. But then what happened with Jamie Kern Lima is that she was invited to a TV show. It's like have you seen that just like infomercial, for example, just the infomercial um how do you call this, a TV sale or something like that. Okay, just a 3 minute o o OVG something. It's a TV show in the US wherein you could demonstrate your product in live audience, and those people who would call you if they want, if they are interested in your products. And then for 3 straight days, all her products was sold out. So she was a instant success during that time. But then it took her about almost 8 years before that happened. And on her ninth year, just last 2016, okay, after she started her business like 9 years ago, in 2016, lo and behold, a big European company called L'Oreal took notice in Jamie Kern Lima's products, and they bought her IT cosmetics. You know how much? For a whooping 1.2 billion US dollars. Not million, but 1.2 billion US dollars after 9 years. That's why right now, at the age of 43, she is one of the youngest billionaires. She became one of the youngest billionaires in the US at the age of 43 years old. But guys, I'm talking about resourcefulness and not giving up. And this woman, try to check her story. It's so amazing. And right now she's also a very good um how do you call this? Inspirational speaker. Okay. So she's also an inspirational speaker right now. Now, let's talk about the three deadly C's. This is another thing that would really hinder us in order for us to become successful, that would hinder us in our objectives and goals and targets for the year 2020. What is this? Number one C is complaining. Okay? The second C is comparing. And the third C is criticizing. Guys, do you think if you complain, if you criticize, and if you compare, do you think this is a positive thing to do? Definitely not. And if you are emitting energy that is negative in a sense, I'm telling you, this would highly affect this is totally detrimental to your business success. Okay? If you keep on complaining, guys, if you don't have anything good to say, might as well just shut up. Okay? Don't complain. Okay? This is what the old adage in the army would say: obey first before complain. As much as possible, don't complain. Just just receive whatever things that is happening to you, and just be blessed by it. Okay? Be grateful whatever things that is happening to you right now, because guys, each and every one of us has our own certain timeline. Comparing, there are lots of guys, oh, why is it Gary is already at dash 5, why is, or if you have another one that yung kasabay-sabayan mo, that you did the business together, I mean almost at the same time, and then he or she became a 6A already, and then you're still a 1A or 2A, or why should you 6A, I'm still a 1A. Do not compare yourself to others, guys, because each and every one of us uniquely are built with different timelines. Okay, maybe our success, there are lots of people who became successful right now, and then they just disappear. But there are guys who are very slow in building businesses, but then all of a sudden, you know what, You'd be amazed because their business would just explode like anything. Okay, so quit comparing yourself because it would not help you at all. Just do your thing. Just do your thing. Just in Tagalog, we say, tuloy-tuloy lang. Tuloy-tuloy lang. Just keep on keeping on. Just keep on going on. Just keep, just go on. Ano pa yung keep on, go. Just, just go on with what you're doing. No, do not compare yourself. Do not complain. And please stop criticizing. Guys, no one's perfect in this world. There are lots of people who just keeps on criticizing. There's nothing in this world that they would do which is, criticize. I could remember what Jim Rohn has been telling all the while. One of his mentor, I forgot the name of his mentor. Um, anyway, what his mentor has been telling him, Jim, here in this world, there are only about 9 or 10 people who are really, how do you call this? They're obnoxious people. Just nine or 10 of them who are really negative people. People who are really, disturbing, toxic, what have you. Oh, so Jim was telling himself, if there's 9 or 10, then I could really handle that. But then his mentor said, but the problem with these people is that they move a lot. They just move a lot from place to place. That's why even if they're just 9 or 10 negative people, but there are lots of people who are really negative. They just keep on criticizing. They just cannot complete their day without just criticizing another person or a certain idea or what have you. But the thing about it is that you have to understand no one's perfect. Just like what remember that Bible story where Mary Magdalene was about to be stoned to death because she was a prostitute. I don't know if you remember that story. And then there's these Jews, because the Jews, if you have a sexual sin or what have you, they would, part of their laws is to stone you to death. But you have to understand what Jesus did, what Jesus said to all those Jews, all those people. Who among you here have not sinned? Let them cast the first stone. And what happened? Nobody threw, not even a small pebble, to Mary Magdalene. Because no one's perfect, guys. So stop criticizing, stop complaining, stop comparing. These three deadly C's, not sins, but three deadly C's, are really detrimental to your success. And I'm telling you, if you keep on doing this, it's going to emit just negative energy in your business, negative energy to people. And as the law of attraction says, like attracts like. If you are emitting negative energy, just get negative energy back to you. Okay? So I'm about to be finished. Okay, Gary, just hold on for a minute. Okay, just another 5 minutes, 5 minutes and 2 hours. Okay, so are you still there, guys? Are you still there? Huh? Can I get a two if you are still there? Come on, I want to be interactive with you. Okay, right. Thank you. Now, next thing, you should know your equipment. Okay, in order for us to really combat these things, in order for us to combat and be able to hit our goals, our targets, especially for 2021, you have to know your equipment. Like in fishing, we are just like, fishing people. That's why I placed there a picture of a fishing equipment, because there are different equipment for different fish, different uh, fish rod that you're gonna use, a different bait. If you're gonna fish for a shark, then maybe you need a how do you call it, a spear, no? But you're gonna fish for a tuna, for example, you're gonna have a bigger bait and what have you. But if you're gonna fish for a how do you call this, tilapia or a small fish, that's another different thing that you're gonna use. Here we have different equipments also. What is our equipment in this business? You should hone up your knowledge about the products, our products, not only about the Enagic machine, which is our main product, our main focus right now, but good thing, just last 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, we had a product training with manager, country manager from KL. I forgot. Gary, bro, what's the name of the country manager again? Angeline. Gary, are you still there? He's already asleep. You could unmute. Anyway, I think it's just there. Uh,
Angeline.
Angeline. Okay, thank you, bro. Right, that's Angeline, right? So she was the one who gave us ideas right now, a bigger idea about Ukon, which is a good thing because a lot of us are not really that familiar with Ukon. Maybe a lot of us have tried Ukon, but we're not that familiar yet. How to market it, and the real the specifics about this marvelous product that we have, and of course the Anespa, right? I know one of our partners there, the husband and wife, Girly Santos, and the Santoses are using the Anespa in their household. That's why Sorella Girly is, I know her complexion is really very, very nice right now because of the Anespa, right? And you should also hone up your knowledge about our comp plan. Okay? Now, let me ask you guys, who among you here have already mastered the comp plan? Can you type in one in the chat box? I want to see if you already mastered the comp plan. Because if not, maybe we could. Ayan. So far ngayon, si Edward pati si Helen lang. Okay? So guys, this is part of our, comp plan. What is comp plan? It's their compensation plan. It's the marketing plan. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm just so used of saying comp plan. It's the marketing plan, the business side of our company in the Magic. Okay. It's the 8 point system and the 6A bonuses and all of that. Actually, those are the things, those are the equipment that you should familiarize yourself, because this is your business, guys. I mean, you have to understand that this is your business. You are not alone in your business, but still you should be responsible to really know the details of our business. Okay? And lastly, our team strategy. We have our own team strategy in Team Skyway Worldwide. Okay? Guys, I don't know. I know Edward was there, Helen, of course, Girly. I think team strategy that we have. Oh wait, nagahang na naman siya. Okay, ayan. You have to understand, no? This is our TSW Skyway success system, right? We have to understand that we should master our OPP, or the opportunity product presentation, which is the demo and the marketing plan and the product demo. We should master also the new distributors orientation. That's part of our system. You should attend and master our transformational supremacy workshop, our TSW, which is exclusive to our group. Okay. And then you should be listening to the GoPro audio training with Eric Worry. This is part of our skills system. It's how you learn about the inviting aspect, how to call your prospects, how to present. Basically, everything is there. Okay, 7-step system, how to become a network marketing professional. And then you have to attend. Part of our success system for TSW is every one of us should be attending the Enagic annual convention. And I believe it's going to be in Las Vegas now this year. It's June or July, no? No fixed date yet. I don't know if Gary would announce that later. But then we are we should commit ourselves to be in that Enagic annual convention. Okay? And part of our success system is to visit our Enagic Osaka factory and the EATA resort and spa in Okinawa. Okay? I don't know if you remember this. And attend all other special trainings. Learn to earn, guys. This is our equipment. This is the thing that that would enable us to combat the battle, not to combat the battle or the war that we are going to face. Okay? Especially for 2021. In order for us to win as one. Okay? And last but not the least, know your timetable. Okay? Know your 1 year goal, your 3 year goal, 5 year goal. Look ahead. I mean, work it out day to day. All right, day after day, after day to day. You work out your business, but then you should have this long-term goal also. Okay, 1 year from now, anong rank ka na? What rank are you in? After 3 years, who are the people you're going to focus on in order for you to help them out, in order for you to rank advance also. Okay, guys. So it's time for action, and then in order for us to hit our goals. Okay. So my hope and prayer is that as we begin 2021, that you will all be blessed with knowing just how special, unique, and love you truly are. So God created you, God loves you, and God has a great plan and purpose for your life. And with that, to God be the glory. Maraming maraming salamat po, and I'll give back the floor to Helen. Thank you so much. See you guys.
Yes. Yes. So let us thank Rex for that wonderful, powerful, and very encouraging what's this message to all of us. What a great way to start our 2021 with a bum, with a boom, with everything. Do you agree with me? You know, guys, I have my toothache for a week already, and I just pray to God, Lord, we will be having our Zoom meeting, and I will be talking, and I just thank God because God answered my prayer, and now I cannot feel the toothache already, and of course, I just. I just want to thank God for making this possible for me to talk and even to shout. Okay, before did you have you learned many things? If you have learned many things, can you chat in the chat? Can you type in the chat box? Um, 5. Yes. Did you learn something? So if you learn something, can you just write in your chat box 5? Yes. The only the thing that we can actually give to one another is appreciation, right? So we learn to this team has its value to appreciate one another. So we appreciate the effort, the sacrifice that our leaders, our uplines has been giving to all of us. So thank you so much to Rex. So let's all clap our hands. You know the the virtual thing is like this. So we will learn also. So this is the new normal. And then when you clap your hands, you also smile, of course. Yes, yes. And so before we will proceed to our next uh, training, and I think his eyes is closing now. No, no, no. His eyes is just small, but it's not closing. But
He's
so
alive.
he's alive. Okay. Um, I've known this guy. I've known this guy for uh, almost 3 years now. But I saw him in person, and when I saw him, when I met him, it's just like I was driven back to my Chinese ancestral because he's a Chinese, Malaysian Chinese. So I'm just thankful that I found another family, a Chinese family in a different country. So uh, this is the Team Skyway Worldwide. We welcome our energetic, our inspiration, our mentor, our leader,
Great grand upline.
uh, my brother, our family. So we're so blessed, and leaders, family, Kangan family, Team Skyway Worldwide, let us all welcome from Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, Gary Gan
Woo!
683-5.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Helen. Hello, everybody. Mabuhay, mabuhay. I believe tonight we have 12 people here. All is a full Filipino team. Yes? Awesome, awesome. So once again, my name is Gary. I believe there are a few people that I'm meeting first time here today. And glad to meet all of y'all. As usual, I would like to say a big thank you to all of y'all for all your support, all your effort that you have been putting through in doing this business. But more important, I would like to thank y'all and also congratulate y'all for being part of what I call the life-changing asset of this world. Okay, and it's my pleasure to share, although yeah, it's like 1:15 a.m. now in Malaysia. It's still early, right? 1:15 in the morning. So it's my pleasure to share, but I'm going to keep, as I was telling Rex just now, I'm going to keep my session very brief, just to give you a very direct, to the point idea of what this whole thing is all about. If you look at it from a business point of view, how it has changed my life, how it will also change your life. Are y'all excited to know this big picture of Enagic? Are y'all? If you are, give me a one. Give me a one if you are. Let's see how many of you are excited to know how this thing is potentially going to change your life. Okay, all right, okay. Now, before I go on, can I ask you a few questions? Okay, because as you know, it's very interactive. It's like I'm talking to a screen at 1 a.m. in my home, and it's so quiet, like outside also everybody is sleeping. So it will be good if I can get some interaction. Okay, so there's only 12 of y'all, so I expect everybody to participate in this. Can y'all do this for me? Yes, give me a thumbs up if you can. If you can just participate with me on this. Okay, great, awesome. At least you are keeping my momentum up, you know. Like Helen said, my eyes not closing down. Okay, number one, please type in the chat room. Okay, I want all of y'all, all 12 of y'all to participate. Please type in the chat room. Why are you in Norway? You're supposed to be in the Philippines. Why are you in Norway? I want to hear. Okay, working. Okay, for those of y'all who says working for what? Okay. Nobody says I'm in Norway because I want to see the aurora, right? Everybody is saying working to earn, okay? To work and support family, to give a good life to family, to have a better life. What else? What else? Anybody says I'm in Norway because I love the Norwegian salmon? I like to eat salmon in Norway, or that's why I left my family in the Philippines and I come to Norway? No, right? Okay, so I believe the general consensus is all of y'all. I mean, again, I want to say this. I know of this term called the OFW, and I knew of this term when I started building my Filipino business way back in January 2012. Okay, now I know at one point in time it was very necessary, OFW. Okay, and I told Helen this. I said, now I can see so many of you, and Helen was just telling me that nearly majority of the people there are nurses. Can you imagine if all the Filipino decided tomorrow to stop working and all go back to the Philippines? There will be a lot of dead bodies in Norway. Trust me. That's how important you guys are to the Norway government, I'm telling you. But ask yourself this. Do you know what you are giving up for your life in Norway? That is something you need to think about, okay? It's not just only that. I'm not an OFW. I do not have that experience that I maybe leave home and go overseas abroad to work. But the little experience that I saw when I have maids working with me, domestic helpers working with me, and like when they are on the phone with their family and the way they cry, I know how it feels. Okay. I don't know how it feels away, but very often when I travel and when I travel overseas, you know, before the COVID-19, being away from my family, even just like 2 days, 3 days, or sometimes a week, I also miss my family, my children, my wife. Think about some of y'all who have already been away 10, 20, 30 years, 50 years, I don't know. I met a Filipino lady in Hong Kong. She has been away for the last 60 years. Can you imagine? 60 years. Now, I don't know about y'all, but to me, Kangen is not a water company. It's a life-changing company. And because today is a all Filipino tech team event, I want to say again, especially for I call you all my brothers, sisters, Filipino brothers, sisters. I have a dream, just like Martin Luther King has a dream. I have a dream that I really dream that during my lifetime, I can see the abolishment of this thing called the OFW. I really wish that in my lifetime, when I go back to the Manila International Airport, there should not be any more lanes that says OFW lane. Come on, what is that? Why are you branding somebody like, I mean, OFW is a nicer word, but many years ago, they are called slaves. So why should that be? Okay. So I'm not saying this for any reason. I'm just saying this so that today's session, to me, why am I so passionate after 10 years doing this business is because to me, Enagic is a key for freedom. So it's more than just a water machine. Okay. I don't know about you, but to me, Enagic is more than just a water machine. Okay. So you have all answered the first question. Thank you so much for your answer. The second question that I would like to ask you all is, please be honest with me on this question. Can you just put in the chat button? It doesn't have to be an exact figure, but can you just put in a chat button, how much would you want to make from Enagic a month for you to sack your boss? Can you just put in the chat button? How much do you think you need to make from Enagic a month for you to sack your boss? Not your boss fire you, you sack your boss, you know. Wow, that's really powerful. You get to sack your boss. Just give me some figures. Okay, I can see 60,000 kroner, 50,000 kroner. Anyone else? Come on, throw me 100,000 kroner. Boss, you're fired. 100, 150, 50,000. Okay, so is I believe is somewhere anywhere from 50 to 100, 150,000. All right, so let's put it at somewhere around 100. Okay, can I safely say 100,000 now? Okay, now can I ask you a question? How many of y'all would like to make 100,000 kroner but not staying in Norway? Get to stay in Philippines where you have your own driver, your own cook, your own butler, your own everything, and you eat your most authentic lechon and your most authentic humbak, and you don't have to face your freezing cold Norway weather. Oh, sorry, there's no Norwegian here. We are not tapped by the government, right? After they all blacklist me, my passport cannot enter Norway already. Am I right, guys? I mean, look at me, guys. I'm making somewhere around, not much, about close to 50 to $80,000. But I don't stay in America. I stay in Malaysia. where a bowl of noodle is $2, $150 US. And I have drivers, we can have mates, we can have, I don't wash my car, I don't cut my grass, I don't clean my house. Guys, we are now in 2021. The OFW movement is way, way overdue. Kick it out of the window. Bring the OFWs back to the Philippines. Give them freedom. Guys, seriously, OFW was very necessary in probably, I don't know when it started, maybe in the 50s, in the 60s or the 40s. I don't know when it started, but it was important at that point of time. Come on, guys, today with this, you can even make $1 million with this thing called a smartphone. A smartphone, you can make $1 million. Bring freedom. Sell Enagic as a ticket to freedom, okay? Sell Enagic as a ticket to freedom. And you find people excited. Well, again, not everybody will see that vision, but somebody will see it. And that somebody will be the next JV Pacifico, will be the next Romy Vadera, will be the next Cynthia Briganti to you. Okay? Now, okay, so thank you for your answers. I'll just go very quickly to what I want to share with you all today. Okay. So far, are you all getting any value from this? Okay, wait a minute. Thank you. Thank you. Again, like I say, although I want to talk louder, but I need to respect people's privacy, you know. After my children all come up and start watching TV, that's it for me. Okay, wait, let me just share this again. Okay. Rex, are you able to see my PowerPoint? Yes, give me a thumbs up. Okay, good, perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to go very quickly. There are 4 things that I'd like to share with you all today. Today is not a full-fledged training, but these 4 things basically is just to set up the idea of what we are doing, why we are doing this, and how do we go about getting all this. Okay? So the four things that I like to talk about is the rules of the game. And the rules of this game, and this game's name is not soccer, is not basketball, it's called Enagic. So Enagic, just like any business, there are rules, okay? A traditional business has rules. If you run a hospital business has their own rule. If you do a college education business has their own rule. Enagic has their own rules too. So I like to share with you all a little bit about that rules, how to get there, how to if you want to win this game, like what Rex was talking. So Rex talks about the game, okay, how to win, and how to get there, okay, and then what to expect along the way. I want to set your expectation right, so you know that, oh, it's not just only like this, you know. There are a lot of people who only see everything the bright side, you know, then when they come to a rough patch, they just give up. So I also want to give you what to expect. And finally, what is the reward? Should you able to see all this, do all this, and get there, okay? Like what I'm experiencing, what some of the leaders are experiencing, all right? So the rules of the game. So Enagic, guys, first and foremost, I just want to say is, whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not, whether you agree with it or not, but the fact is Enagic is a network marketing company. I know some of y'all have a very, probably a misconstrued idea about network marketing. A lot of people have this phobia when they hear network marketing, like as if they are in the drugs business, as if they are selling arms, you know, like as if it's so bad, you know. But the truth of the matter is network marketing is just basically a model where a manufacturer produces products and sell it directly to end users through a network of distributors. So that's all. It's just a business model. There's nothing bad, dirty, or illegal about network marketing. The only thing is that because there are some companies that disguise itself as network marketing, there are some people who make this whole thing looks dirty, but the model itself is very legit. And of all company, Enagic is a very legit company. I don't need to run through all the credentials, own manufacturing plant, 32 offices in 28 countries, certifications, everything is there. Okay, so you know that this company is legit. All right, so there's no doubt about it. Now the point is, you see, through my years, not just in Enagic, I've been in network marketing. I grew up in a network marketing family, so I've been involved in this industry as young as, if I can still remember, as young as 7 years old. Okay, I still remember even as young as 7, I was already on the stage talking. Okay, so I've seen a lot of people. It's not that they are no good. Nothing wrong with people. I just feel that it's just like you are a nurse. Okay, to be a nurse, you need to learn to be a nurse. Okay, you can't just overnight just become a nurse, right? You need to know what to do as a nurse. So just like basketball, you also need to know the rules. So if you try to play tennis with a badminton mindset, I'm not sure how many of you all know this game called badminton. It's very popular in Malaysia. Okay, if you play tennis, and if you notice the tennis racket and the badminton racket, it looks quite similar. However, it's two different things. One is very heavy, much bigger. One is smaller, very light. And the rules and everything, all is different. But you have a net in the center, play between Team A and Team B. But rules is different. So you may be the best tennis, or you may be the best badminton player. Okay, you know everything. You are best sportman. You are the champion. You know, but you are playing a tennis game. What's going to happen to you? You're going to lose. Nothing wrong with you, but you are just playing with the wrong mindset, wrong rules. Okay, and the same thing is, many years ago when I started venturing into network marketing, I'm very fortunate to have a mentor who is also my uncle, who actually taught me the secret to success in network marketing. Okay, and this was way back, way before people like Eric Worre existed, way before the book The Secret came about. You know, people don't talk about law of attraction. I was just like 12 years old, 13 years old, that kind of thing. I still remember my mentor always told me this. He says, Gary, if you want to make some money in network marketing, which Enagic is a network marketing company, sell the product. So we have the SD501, we have the K8, we have the Anaspa, we have the Ukons, you know, whatever. Okay, and then of course other companies, they have their supplement, their facial cream, their juices or whatever, you know. So through many years of my journey in network marketing, I see that people who are just focusing on selling, just selling the product, just talking about how good the product, they make money, but they do not see big money, number one, and they do not build a wealth. Means they do not have automatic, what I call as passive residual income. They don't see that. Okay, and it's very tiring. Okay, now he says this: if you want to conquer the world, build people and network. So when I learned this from him at the very beginning, I started doing what he taught me. Nothing happens because I was very young, you know, just like a lot of people. If you just started, you probably need time to really start to see results, right? So, but when I started doing this, I got a lot of experience. I failed in a lot of companies. I've got so much setback. At one point of time, I decided not to even do network marketing at all because of all the disappointment, all the setback that I got. But finally, I realized that this is the industry for me. This is the industry that the most ideal business that I've ever going to get involved in. So I went and persevere, okay? And finally, I made it big in one company just before Enagic, but that company did not last long because it was, after some time, it was a scam company. And then when I came to Enagic, I put again the same things that I learned into massive action into Enagic. Boom. Okay. And 10 years already today, my life has been so transformed, so much in terms of financial wealth, in terms of financial freedom, time freedom, and the fact that we have so much satisfaction that knowing that we can actually impact and touch people's lives. All right. So the point is, the rules in Enagic, although it looks like it's a sales business, but it's a very, very different ball game. Just like I told you just now, guys. The tennis racket looks like the badminton racket, but the whole game is different. How the points are being scored is different. How the points are calculated, totally different. So a lot of people, and especially I noticed this in the Filipino culture, is Filipinos, I realize, are very friendly people, and somehow I noticed that you can sell, okay, and that's why there's this term called calderologist. Calderologist, you know, I'm sure you heard of Caldero, right? So in my team, I've also got a few calderologist champions, you know. They are very good at selling. Nothing wrong with that. But if you just only focus in selling, as I told you the story, you will see money, but you will not see long-term sustenance because you are the one that's selling it. Okay. So how do we play the game, right? How do we get and win the game? So here is just a very brief idea of the difference between building network. So some people say, Gary, you keep talking about building network. You keep talking about building people. What's the so big difference between building network versus selling product? Now, building network, first and foremost, there's a lot to do with self-development. You need to focus on building yourself. Why? Because when you are building network, your main product is no more the SD51, the K8, the Ukon, or the Anispa. No, your main product is your people. It's people. At the end of the day, it's all about people. Okay? The product is moved by your people. That should be your focus. Okay? It's all about your people. So selling product, there's no need for self-development. I mean, I've seen so many people who are good in selling. They don't need to develop themselves. I know of some people smoking away, selling some things here and there. No issue as long as they're good in selling. That's it. Okay. Now, second thing, focus on duplication. Again, because your product is your people, you need to duplicate yourself. Okay, if you want financial freedom, if you want time freedom, if you want uncommon freedom, you need to duplicate yourself. If you do not duplicate yourself, then you will not have time to do any other thing. Your time will be tied up. So selling product, you just need to be focused to be the best seller. So some people are very good in selling, nothing wrong, but their whole income, their whole time and all that is dependent on them. Okay. Third thing, focus on leveraging. Leveraging in you see the point in our type of business, there's so many leverage. If you look at the 8 points, you can leverage by having so many people doing the business and you benefiting from it, the 8 points, rather than you selling it yourself. I know of some people in my other groups, not in this group probably, but in my other groups, you know, they are so proud to tell me that I am a 8A. You know, you heard in Enagic there's 6A, right? Have you heard of a 8A before? I've got people so proud to tell me, Gary, you are only 6A, I'm 8A, you know. Wow. I'm not proud. I pity that person. Why? Because 8A means every sale, he gets everything. But you know what? He's the only person that is making money for himself. He is no better than working for a job, right? So again, focus on leveraging. Today, if you look at it, I always tell everybody, I'm sure I told Rex so many times this. I said, I'd rather make $100 than to make $3,000 or $2,000. kind of like everybody's thinking Gary is crazy, right? I think he failed mathematics. No, you make $100, no need to work. You make $2,000, you have to work. So I'd rather make $100 from 1,000 people. I still make 100, I still make 100,000. No need to work. So think about that from a leverage factor. It's not being lazy. It's about how do you generate that network to build the business. So your business is coming from your network rather than your two hands and your two legs. Okay. So selling product, difficult to leverage. Why? Because they are so good. Have you ever heard of some people telling you this? No, I cannot let him do the demo because he's not good at it. I want to do it because I'm the best in that demo. So every time he's the best, he's the one doing it lah. So nobody will ever do it. And then because of that, he has no time for anything else. Now, the next one is very, very, very important. Okay. If you want to build network, if you want to have financial freedom, time freedom, uncommon freedom, you need to focus on recruitment, on sponsoring. In selling product, you don't need to. Now, I know a lot of people have met or learned from Cynthia Briganti, our upline. Okay. Now, Cynthia, although she seemed to be very good in 8 points, and she is, I have to tell you, I salute her for her amazing technique in selling. But don't forget, even if Cynthia don't sell, her network is bringing her hundreds of thousands of dollars every month. So her selling is because she likes to sell. But don't forget, before she do all this, she has already built her network. Okay. So remember this, build your network. If you ask me for a choice, if I have a choice, I build my network first, and every month having $20, $30, $50,000 coming into your bank account, and you sell because you like to sell. That is a better option. Don't sell because you have to sell. Don't sell because you have to put food on your table. Sell just like Cynthia, because she loves to sell. She's just selling. But even if she don't sell, even if the sale don't go through, she's making that 100,000 every month. Do you get my point? So building network is very, very important. Again, nothing wrong on the right side here, nothing wrong. But how are you going to get your financial freedom? How are you going to get your time freedom, your uncommon freedom? You need something to generate the sale, to generate the business with or without you. That's very important. All right. Building network, you need to sell events. That's why just now when Rex was showing you about the things that you need to do, very important, like going for Energic events, going for GoPro. The events are actually your tool to build your network. But those people who are focused on selling product, events are not important. In the first place, they have nobody to bring. So when you see people do not have people to go to an event, is because all this while they have been selling. So they have not built a network of distributors. So when time to go to event, you always see them alone. So they are always alone in the event. Then you wonder, hey, how come there's nobody that is coming with you? How can you bring anybody if you are just selling the product? The guys that buy, the people that buy your product are buying it because the product is good and I don't want anything else from it. So you must focus on building the business through events and let the events do the work for you. I mean, sometimes you think about this, if you can have strong leaders to talk for you, why do you want to do it yourself? Let the events do the job for you. Okay, then motivate people. Motivation, although some people say, yeah, Gary, motivation doesn't last. Yeah, but like Zig Ziglar say, so is bathing, right? So is showering, right? Can you bathe today and then not bathe for the next whole year? You can't, you bathe every day. So motivation is very important because your real product is your people. You need to somehow motivate them. You have to every day. And why not? If they are excited, they are charged up like Rex. Rex came to stay with me just 4 or 5 days in my place. And today we have the network in Norway. Is it worth it? You think about this. You ask Rex, every single day we wake up in the morning until we sleep non-stop. His head nearly go burst, you know. I can see the fumes coming out from his ears already. Okay. Now, what am I doing? I was motivating him. Why? Because that's the only chance I have. If not, after that, he will already go back to the Philippines. And he go back to the Philippines, nothing happened. So that 4-5 days he was with me, I gave it to him like crazy lah. Every single thing, you know. We walk don't know how many thousand miles, you know, every day. So in selling a product, there is no need to motivate because mainly users, what's there to motivate? You just need to work hard at selling the product. Again, nothing wrong, but very difficult to get uncommon freedom. Always learning new things. Building network, you must learn new things. Why? Because if your here is full and you don't learn new things, how are you going to train your people? How are you going to be better? And remember, your people follow you. Okay, your people are going to follow you. If you don't learn anymore, your people is not going to learn anymore. So in selling product, there's nothing to learn. Just keep doing the demo. Just keep selling. Okay, and set good examples are very important. Okay, you remember, guys. Your people do not only hear or do what you say, they do what you do. So you need to really, really be a shining example to your people. I could easily just tell Rex, oh, Rex, you know, wow, 12, crazy, I need to sleep, lah, you know. But why am I doing this? I'm doing this, I don't need to say that I'm dedicated, guys. I don't need to go keep telling people, oh, you know, I'm a dedicated person, I'm very passionate. No need. Show by example. Show by good example. I could just tell Rex, hey, Rex, 12, so late. Why not move it earlier? There's no question asked. When things needs to be done, you get it done. Simple. Okay. So selling product, no need. Just keep doing the selling. That's all. And last but not least, take the lead when you are building network. Remember, guys, even if you have only 2 or 3 people with you, you need to take the lead. Why? Because your people, of course, there are some times where your downlines are even more aggressive than you. But don't depend on that. If that happens, bonus. But if not, whatever it is, you take the lead. So selling product, wait and see lah. You know, the guy is not doing, I don't do. You know, so everybody wait and see, nothing happens. But when you take the lead, something will happen in your network. All right. Now, here is the part that I want to share what to expect. Guys, I know today is the 16th day of the new year, which means it's a brand new year. I don't want to sound I don't want to sound negative. I'm not being negative, but I just want to tell you what to expect so that your journey, you know that it's normal. All right. Well, in this business, you'll have disappointment. Things don't go your way. You want something, you want to do it, it don't happen your way. People won't like you. So, you know, I've got something like close to 80,000 members in my group now. Do you think everybody likes me? I don't think so. I can be the best person in the world and yet still people don't like me. You know, there's a very popular Chinese I don't know what you call story, many years, the Three Kingdom. There's a very bad emperor. His name is Chou Chou. Very bad emperor. Okay, and even Chou Chou has good friends, you know. And then there's a very integrous general. He's so integrous, still got enemy. What does this mean? However good you are, there are also people who don't like you. However bad a person is, he also still has friends. So the thing is, you just make sure you do the right thing that you feel is right for you. Just do it. Okay. Now, if you want to please everybody, like the saying goes, go and sell ice cream. Don't do network marketing. Don't do Energic. Okay. People will talk about you. So, okay. I mean, imagine I've got so many people all over the world. Every day somebody will talk about me or about some other things. Who cares? Okay, as long as again we know what we are doing and we are doing the right thing, we keep going. Okay, rejections. Okay, to me, actually, it's not rejection. Sometimes you look at rejection, it looks like a bad thing, but actually, it's not a bad thing. Why people reject? Why are you rejected? There must be a reason. Time is not right. They don't have the money, whatever. Da, 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 da. So the point is, you just need to go on. If you are not getting rejections, that's bad news, you know. Do you know if you're not getting rejection is bad news? Why? Because you are not doing enough. Try not talking to people. You not get rejection, but you don't get money also. You don't get sale, you don't get money also. So if you are getting a lot of rejection, good means you are doing a lot more. Okay, and stress, definitely. When you are in business, when you are dealing with people, when you have dreams, when you have goals, you go for it, you're stressed, but it's normal. And at the end of the day, you will enjoy the journey. Okay, physical and mental exhaustion. I still remember after I got into Kangen, within 1 month, within less than 1 month, I think within 2 to 3 weeks, you know, the way I talk, I could be very aggressive, right? Within 2 weeks, I lost my voice. I lost my voice. I can't even talk anymore. I like, but that's normal, guys. Okay. Seriously, if I get a chance to go back and do the same thing, I would. The journey, of course, there are ups and downs, but the journey has been really, really an amazing one. Okay, people let you down, normal. People don't keep their words, normal. People that you trust so much, believe so much, don't how should I say, don't live up to your standard. Do I experience it? Plenty of times, plenty. But again, you ask me, is my journey still amazing? Perfectly amazing. Perfectly amazing. I still enjoy every single journey. Okay. So if you were to go through all this, don't for once look at the mirror and think, what is wrong with me? Something is wrong with me. Nothing is wrong with you. This is part and parcel of our life journey. All right. Now, finally, the reward. In my case, 10 years now, I've been earning very, very good income. But earning a good income to me is not a proper judgment of success. I won't say not a proper projection of success. I would say making money, a lot of people can make money. Do you agree? Do you agree with me? If you agree, put one. A lot of people can make money, whether it's little or a lot, but a lot of people can make money, right? But I think the greatest projection of success to me is the uncommon freedom. The fact that I don't need to wake up to an alarm clock, although I wake up very early, because nowadays I do my morning ritual with my 4 children. The fact that I get to enjoy a life of freedom, and get to spend time. And one of my greatest joy in my life is I get to spend a lot of time with my family. Especially, I've got 4 beautiful children. Some of you have seen them. Rex have met all my 4 kids. All right. So and more than that, I get to play a role to impact people's lives. Do you know how much is that worth to me? Money cannot buy that. I mean, I cannot be paying people. I mean, can you imagine when I don't know if you all still remember. I think Rex, you were, I'm not sure. I think Rex, you were there. Helen is definitely there. I still remember that was, I think, the first or second leadership seminar where the Norway team came. And then you guys remember, you put me and my wife in that circle, the semicircle. We sat there, and then every one of y'all gave your gratitude and all that. And I was so touched. I was holding back my tears because some of the leaders actually cried, you know, like I don't, and at that point of time, Christina was only what, like maybe 3A or 4A or something like that, not even a 6A. And she and her husband also cried, you know. I mean, like, oh, I cannot imagine that kind of thing. Like, you never know that little thing that you do actually impact somebody's lives. And we get to actually experience and do this in energy. So this is why I'm trying to say that even though I can tell you, even though all these things, okay, disappointment, things don't go your way, stress, talk until no voice, people let me down, whatever, all this, the reward, the journey is still simply amazing. And if I get to relive the whole experience again, I will go through it again. It's really, really worth it. So for you guys, you mentioned just now about that amount that you need to get your freedom. Actually, when I do the maths, it's very simple. It's only like something like 5 to 7 sales a month. And if you do the game right, if you play the game right, maybe one of these days, Rex can reorganize another training session that I can do for y'all. 2 to 3 hours. I have this standard training that we do with our team. I can show you a way how you can get your freedom in less than 6 months, guys. Less than 6 months, you will get your freedom. Sack your boss. Make your 100,000 crowns living in the Philippines. I tell you, it's a dream come true. Definitely is a dream come true.
Bro,
Or if you don't, maybe for a certain reason you don't want to stay back in the Philippines, stay wherever you want in the whole world. Come and live with me here in Malaysia.
bro, excuse me, bro.
Yes.
Maybe we can do the training tomorrow.
The next 2 days I can't because of, you know, I told you the
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just so excited.
yeah, no worries, no worries.
Okay.
Yeah, but seriously, guys, aim for it, aim for it. Um, as I say, if you just need to just take a piece of paper, write down when you want to make that money, when you really want to get your freedom. Seriously, we are all born to be free. Why should we be born to be free and finally let someone dictate when we should take a holiday, what time we should wake up, what time we should go back to our family, what time we should have our lunch or dinner? Why should we even let another human being which no relationship with us dictate our life? If we are talking of now 50, 60 years ago, there is no choice. The OFW movement, at that point of time, we have no choice. But now, we have a choice and you don't take that chance, then it's your fault. Remember what Bill Gates says? He says, if you were born poor, it's not your fault because you can't control who are your parents, right? But if you die poor, it's your fault because you didn't do anything with your life. So what I'm saying is, if today there is no energy, then nothing can be done. There's no choice. Like, let's say if you are born in some Uganda, you know, or some Afghanistan, so too bad. But guys, you are living in Norway where the pay is good, and now you have this opportunity where you can redeem your freedom. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Okay, so last but not least, this is the reward: financial and time freedom. Okay, it is something that you have to really experience to enjoy. Of course, there are some people who says, Gary, I also have time freedom. I don't need to work. But a lot of people do not need to work, but they do not have a method or a system where money is coming in. I still remember I was in Cynthia Briganti's house. Okay, this was something like 3 to 4 years ago, and I tell you, this experience I won't forget, and I've been sharing it to thousands and thousands of people. I was in Cynthia Briganti's home, and she offered me to stay at her place. That was after one of the convention. So I stayed with her for a few days, and she brought me, and at that point of time, John was with me. So she brought me and John around. But one experience that really is the proof of this financial and time freedom is this. So, US and Malaysia is like, I don't know, 16, 18 hours different. Okay. I stayed in that home. That's in the San Diego. Yeah, it's the San Diego home, her current home. So I still remember. So nighttime is daytime in Malaysia. So nighttime in her home in San Diego is daytime in Malaysia, right? So while I was about to sleep, so Malaysia is working, right? So while I was about to sleep, and it was the 27th of that month. I believe it's June or something like that. So every 27 to 29, 27, 28, 29 is when Enagic will transfer the payment for the 6A2-3 and above bonus. At that point of time, I was just only a 6A2-4, a 3-4. Okay. So I was about to sleep. In Cynthia's house, right? So me, my wife, and my youngest daughter was with her. So as I was about to sleep, my phone, suddenly a message came, ping, because it was nighttime in San Diego, but daytime in Malaysia, right? So you know what was the message? The message came from Enagic Malaysia, and they says, "Dear Mr. Gary, we have just transferred a payment of $28,250 to your bank account." When I was about to sleep, suddenly, you know what happened? I could not sleep. Remember just now what the Rex was talking about, Warren Buffett's quote? If you do not learn how to make money while you sleep, you will have to work until you die. And it's true. Now, what I'm trying to say, I'm not here telling you this because, wow, I have this, I have that. I'm telling you this is because in Enagic, this is real. This is not a fantasy. This is not a dream. Gary is no big deal. Gary is just a high school graduate. Okay. My first income, I was working as a cashier for only $100 a month. And if I can do it, come on, think about all of y'all. And we are staying in Malaysia where our living of standard is much lower than in Norway. Okay. For one machine, we have to use 14,000 ringgit to buy one machine. And yet I can do it. Come on, think about it. What about you? What about you guys? Anytime. And you guys are not just Norway, you know. If you know the power of the Filipino community globally, wow, I tell you, you were not able to sleep tonight. You were not able to sleep tonight. Look at it. The fact of the matter is, all the top leaders in Enagic, who are they? JV Pacifico, Romy Vadera, Cynthia Briganti, Daniel Di Mercalli. Who are they? Filipinos, guys. What is the sign telling you? But you need to tap on the power of the Filipinos. Tap on them, sell them the dream, not just the water, not just the antioxidant or microcluster. Sell them the dream to be free. Sell them this story. If you can, just tell them my story. About to sleep, deposited $28,250. Where to find such an opportunity? And guys, remember, for the whole month, that month, I've not even been working or sold a single machine, and yet I got paid that much. Okay, so this is really possible. This is really true in Enagic. Every single day you are not doing something towards your freedom, you are missing out. Tell yourself this, all right? And then the satisfaction of changing lives, as I told you, is truly amazing. Knowing every day before you go to sleep or you wake up in the morning, knowing that everything that you are doing in your business is all about changing lives, I tell you that satisfaction is truly really, really amazing. Part of history making, as I mentioned, okay? It's my dream one of these days maybe, you know, many years from now, I'm on my rocking chair, you know, maybe I'm 120 years old. Then my great grandchildren come to me and says, hey, granddad, this history book here says the Philippine history, and he says there's one Mr. Gan that helped to change the OFW movement. Wow, I tell you, that will be my greatest answered prayer, answered by God Almighty. I mean, think about this. Let's play a role in changing the history of the Philippines. Let our great grandchildren know that because of y'all, there is no more OFW in the world. How about that? How about that as part of our Energic goal? Okay, of course, self-development. As you go through this journey, you develop yourself. You become a much better person, much better individual. And for you guys, if you have family, I tell you, all my kids are growing so well because they are part of Energic as well. All my children, you know, they are part of the self-development. They grow up so well. New and meaningful relationships, definitely. Like, for example, I've not met any one of y'all before. Now I got to know so many of y'all: Girly Santos, Art Adelaide, Edward Ainza, so many, Rex and Helen, and wow, cannot imagine all these people that I've never even expected to know. Now I know all of y'all, and then a great teamwork. The reward of this Energic journey is truly amazing. And last but not least, I like to say, Energic business is like riding a bicycle. I am a cyclist. I love to cycle. When I'm in my Cameron Highland home, I cycle a lot. So cycling a bike, if you know how to ride it properly, it will be very easy. Wait a minute. Okay. Now, riding a bike, if you know how to ride it properly, it will be very easy and you will go very far. But if you don't learn how to ride it properly, it will be very tiring, disappointing, and you can't go far. Same. In your Energic business, there are a lot of people, they literally stress their way through the journey. Actually, there's nothing wrong with the person, the individual, but it's just that you are using the wrong game rules. You are using the wrong mindset. Okay. So with this, see you at the top, guys. I hope this little sharing has give you a much clearer idea of what Energic is all about. Before I end, I just want to tell you this. Now, if you really come and see what Mr. Oshiro, the owner of Energic, do, if you look at it this way, you know, every time he goes and give a talk in a convention or any time when he gives a talk, you know how he talks about the product? He just bring out the bottle and then he says, "Minasan konbanwa." That simply means everybody, good afternoon, good evening. Have you drink your Kangen water? He will say, "Have you drink your Kangen water?" Then he go, Then you know how he do his product demonstration and product talk? He says, people ask me why this water is so special, and I say it's different. Why different? It's different. Why different? It's different. That's all. And then after that, he spent 1 hour and a half talking about how to change people's life, how to bring freedom, how to help the poor to become, you know, financially free, financial freedom. So there itself gives you the very clear idea of the objective. Just like when a person design a game, so the designer of basketball game has a objective, the end result. The designer of a football game has an end result. They know what they want. So the designer of Energic, which is Mr. Oshiro, he obviously don't want you to just go out there and sell a machine. He wants you to go out there and change people's lives in their freedom, in their life. And life can be also the health, because when you start drinking the water, you get the health already. Okay, so I hope this message I shared with you all today gives you a much more clearer idea of this whole picture in Energic. And definitely 2021 will see Norway becoming one of the best team in whole of Europe and whole of the world possible. Okay, over to you, Helen and Rex. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, yes. Wow, it was so powerful. Even though I know it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning in your place in Malaysia, in the Philippines, but yes, it's 2 o'clock exactly, 2:09. But we're so blessed, guys. Are you blessed that they're still awake for us? Yeah. So I know that we have taken so much more than that we expected today. Yes, do you agree with me? So if you agree with me, can you type in the chat box amazing, so that you can practice your fingers in your guys. um oh, Gary and Rex, this night was so what shall I how should I say this one? It's an answered prayer for the whole team. This is not just for just one group, but this is the whole team. Maybe given a much more given time, maybe a lot of our groups in this team in Norway will be able to join us. So this event now comprises not only one group, Gary, but this comprises 2 or 3 groups in Norway. And before we will, we just hope that you will be able to have your good sleep later on, and also Rex. But if you can just stay for a while for some questions, is it okay? Okay. We have one question here. Maybe I can unmute his name is Raymond. Raymond has a question for you. Can you unmute yourself, Raymond?
This is my question, Gary. What do you think? What makes different between Enagic and the other network marketing companies? What is the difference between? Yeah.
Well,
What are the different
the difference between Enagic and other network marketing
other
company?
network market? Yeah.
Okay. First and foremost, there are many differences. Of course, there are many differences. Put it this way, Raymond. The biggest how should I say, the biggest difference is, if you were to work out the 8-point commission, I believe you know what's the 8-point commission, right? Yes. Just the 8-point commission alone is already 54% in many countries, including all the leadership bonus is 70%. Okay, now I ask you a question, Raymond. If you were to, this is strictly business, if you want to do business or you want to do an investment, would you want to invest in something that pays you the most?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes, right? So Amway pays 28% at most. You can go and do some studies. Amway pays 28% at most. I've never seen a network marketing company that pays up to 70%, and that's what Enagic pays. That's first thing. Second thing, if you look at Enagic, by the way, Raymond, have you ever been involved in any other network marketing company before Enagic?
Actually, this is my first time, Gary.
Okay. I want to congratulate you. Enagic is my 15th company. 15 company. I've been through so many. Some are so scary. You hear the name, you want to vomit. Huh? So your first company and you are already in the best. Seriously. Okay. Now you think about this. If you look at some of the other benefits, like Energic, they don't even have something called maintenance. If you become a 4A, a 5A, and you sleep for 10 years, you come back to do, you are still a 4 or 5A. Where? No such thing. There's no such thing. You do new skin, you do Herbalife, you don't hit that certain thing, or they have this thing auto ship, every month they send you the product that you have to pay. If you don't continue that, you get zero, you go back to zero.
Oh.
I'm telling you. I'm very sure these are the one or two things, but maybe Rex and Helen will, when they do further training with y'all, they can even list out more. But I'm telling you, Energic is like no other. I personally have been with the owner, Mr. Oshiro, a few times. You know his heartbeat. You know that this man is genuinely, it's like, this guy is literally taking money and you, not enough, now here, not enough, now here, take some more, not enough, now take. It's like this. You cannot find. I'm not saying it because I am a leader in Nigeria. I'm saying this because it is real. So many times, and so humble. So if you are in, this is your first network marketing, congratulations. Somebody up there really, really loves you. You hit the jackpot with the first. It's just like, I'm sure y'all don't buy lottery, but it's just like you buy your first lottery and you hit the jackpot. You're really good lah. Really lucky you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Hope that 2 points gives you a very clear mind. And then, guys, okay, before all this, can I ask you a question? Do you think we have do you think we have the best product in the world? Kangen water?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, that itself tells you everything. Even the plan is a bit lousy. Best product in the world, water. You know, it's not like supplement or cream where only cater to a certain market. Water, even you go to the most remote part of Africa, they need this product. And you don't need to explain. You know, supplements or cream, you still need to tell them, oh, this, that. Water. I still remember a guy asked me, Gary, how to drink water? I look at him, huh? How to drink water? Hey, open your mouth and pour it in lah. Come on, how to drink water? What are you talking? I mean, this is the best thing in the world. It's the best thing, I'm telling you. Seriously.
Yes.
Okay,
So thank you so much for that question and for that
Yep.
answer, Gary. So I hope that Gary did had answered this question very well, and for all of us. And do we have some questions? Maybe we can ask for 2 more questions. You can just unmute yourself now if you have questions. We need to make this somehow a little bit quick, guys, because they will be sleeping. Do you have questions? Is it understandable? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No questions now. Let me count 1, 2. Oh yeah. Glenda, do you have question?
Still unmute. No,
Glenda?
wala daw.
Wala. Oh, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Si
Okay.
Kangen Prince, wala na ba?
Prince. Prince of Prince. Prince. Your name will be Prince now. It's not Edward already. Prince.
My
Okay.
father has a question here.
Okay.
That's great. Sige.
Because he has been planning to do the business in Saudi Arabia for such a
Yun.
long time, but didn't have the chance.
Mm.
He's asking if the leaders are willing to join him for example, for a week or 2 weeks to go to Saudi Arabia
Oh, we will go, Gary. Gary.
and start the revolution there.
Wow.
Wow, that's his father.
Yes.
Uh, I have no issue in traveling, provided we can get our good friend Mr. COVID to take a break.
Yes, of course. We'll be waiting with Mr. COVID.
Yeah, if we can have Mr. COVID take a break, the world is our market. But of course, Edward, I would like to say this. Uh, you see, those days that when I started, I like to travel, but I realized that traveling is okay, but after some time it can be kind of the time limitation is there. My suggestion is do not wait until this COVID thing is over, guys. I mean, I have contacts with people who are very high up in the pharmaceutical industry, and they are telling something like this is not going to be over for the next 5, 10, or even 15 years. Seriously. So I'm not here to say anything, but let's start to use the new norm. If you have people today in Saudi, get them tuned into all these events on Zoom. Get them started. We have an office in Dubai. They can ship the machine. Anyway, Dubai, there is no movement restriction. Dubai, apparently, people are moving very freely. So I don't know. Maybe in Dubai they can fly to Saudi, and Saudi can fly to Dubai. You know, so don't waste any time. You must always remember this. If you got some good people that may do this business, don't forget you are not the only one looking for them. Other Kangen people also look for them. Other network marketing company also look for them. So my suggestion is get them today or tomorrow itself, get them tuned in, get a 1, 2-way, 3-way call with Rex, with Helen, get it done.
Right.
Okay. You nowadays no need to physically, just go on Zoom, get it done. Yeah.
Actually, part of the training earlier that I've discussed with you guys, it's about resourcefulness. That's what Gary's been telling us earlier, that we have this Zoom. I mean, we just have to do the new normal right now. We just have to learn how to adapt. Okay, we just have to adapt to the new normal, because this is something that we cannot, we don't have any control of. Okay, unless Mr. COVID would just, as Gary said, would just go away. But right now, face to face, I even think that even in Norway right now, getting face to face is not that
Yeah.
not that easy anymore, unlike before, like about 2 or 3 months before. But
Mm.
right now it's not that how do you call this, you're becoming a bit strict there also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
with
It's
face to
it's
face
a
meeting.
yeah, it's a challenging season for us here,
Right,
Gary,
exactly.
but we're not giving up.
Mm.
Actually, we're just trying to collaborate now on how we will be resourceful and be creative and creative on how to adjust with this new normal that's
Mm,
happening.
exactly.
I give you all another tip before I go off. Um, our business actually is very simple. If you all know, the plan is about 2 strong lines of leaders
Mm.
going deep. Then anything after that is up to you. You want up to you. You want to sell, you want to get more leaders, up to you. But 2 strong leaders going down.
Yeah.
That makes you millions, and then you have all the financial freedom, all the time freedom, up to you.
Right.
Now, the point I'm trying to say is the key, and this one next, the last Thursday of the month, I will have Samsia coming to our session. So I want all of you to be there and get all your people to be there, because he will tell you the way to do this business is actually very simple. Now, I ask you a question. If today, now all of you are Filipinos, if today you want to get somebody that is good in boxing to fight a match for you, who would you look for? Give me an answer.
You look for a boxer. The one who's doing
Manny
that.
Pacquiao, of course.
Manny Pacquiao.
Mm.
Why? Because he is a boxer, a proven boxer. You don't look for Gary Gan, right?
I was about to say
Oh, your face with
I was about to say
Yeah.
Helen Grace Go because she's a good boxer also.
So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to get people, we are in network marketing, you want to get people to do this business successfully in your group, look for networkers. And how would you look for them? I give you an idea. Now you have Dr. Google. Just go to Google, key in New Skin, Norway, Amway, Norway, and call these people. I guarantee you, you will get rejection. Guarantee. You get rejection, but that one yes you get, I tell you, it could be a Cynthia Briganti or even better. I'm
Right.
telling you this. So don't waste your time looking for user or that. Yeah, off and on you can, but go straight for the target, guys. You want to get a world boxing champion, just go straight to Manny Pacquiao. Don't waste your time anymore. Seriously. I'm not saying other people is not good, but you want straight, you want the right people, go to these people, people who are good in sales, people who are good in network marketing, people who are good in business, they are business people. Just go for these people and just show them how much they can make in this business, show them the product. That's it. Just do this consecutively for one solid year. You see how much your business will change.
Yes, thank you so much.
Maybe I may even add actually, Gary, now even in the US, what they usually do for big shot networkers there, what they normally do, they even buy leads, you know, from let's say for example, there's a network marketing company that just suddenly closed down, and they have a
Yeah.
list of people who are involved in that company. They would buy that list actually for thousands of dollars, and those will be their leads for in order for them to create their own group, you know
The,
anyway.
the reason why I tell you this is because there are two reasons. Number one, in Magic, as I told you, from a guy that is born in a network marketing family that has been involved with 15 other companies before Enagic. Okay, Enagic is the best company, I'm telling you. So let's say a person who is very
Active.
aggressive, capable, hardworking, and he's not making good money in his network marketing. And when he comes into Energic and he sees the plan here, it's like that is a Hyundai compared to a Ferrari, you know.
Right.
So if he is so good in a Hyundai, now he comes to a Ferrari, he will fly and he will join. That's number one. Number two, many older senior network marketers, they are very tired. You know why they are tired? Because they are going from one company to second company. They are jumping. They are now starting to look at what we call as a final home. I've got one. Recently, I just got one. Okay, he came to look for me, not I look for him. He came to look for me. This guy has broke every world record in Tunis, in Monavi, in all these
Wow.
companies. Now he came and he told me from all he has like easily 20 years of network marketing experience. He told me nothing
There's
comes close to Enagic.
Wow.
So I'm telling you, don't waste your time. Like Edward, I see you are very aggressive, you are driven. Just go straight to the target. Just if you have friends in network marketing, go to all your friends. You don't have, go to Google, look for them, just call them one by one. You will get rejection. I have to tell you first, because all these people sometimes have a lot of ego there, but it's okay. No. But that one yes could bring you 10,000 machines. One yes could bring you 10,000 machines. Rather than you go to user, one yes is one machine. That's all. But that one networker, one yes could be a 10,000 machine a prospect. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, guys.
Wow.
So
Yes.
Right.
yes.
Okay, let's somehow let's just close now. No, Kuya Art Adali, this has a question. If you still have time
Okay.
for this,
Okay, sure.
Kuya Art, You can unmute yourself because he has typed it here that he has a question. QR, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
hello.
Hello.
Where
Hello.
are you? We cannot see you.
I don't know where it happened to my cell phone, but you heard me.
Yes, loud and clear.
Hello.
Okay.
Where is my
Yeah,
video?
you're there. You're
Yeah.
there. We can see your foggy face.
But I can't see my face here. What happened to my?
Oh, it's okay. We can see you. Come on,
But
let's
no
go.
problem.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Hello, Gary. How are you?
Hi,
Yeah.
Art. Good.
I only have most of the time. Uh, I only asked one question about how can we encounter those possibility questions in our prospects. I raised this question because I encountered this last week when I have after a demos for a guy from Pakistan. I think one of my upline, Edward, remember this. We do together, and after 2 weeks, he got sick of COVID-19. Absent for almost 1 month, and he recovers now. And we met downstairs, and he asked me, Art, if you can give me a guarantee that this uh,
Water.
machine or
Mm.
carrier can cure possibly my this a possibility that can help me curing my disease now because I'm still recovering. Gary, I'm blunt, because I don't have any hub research on it. But maybe I may quickly may think the best answer. But I only told him, my friend, I cannot give an assurance, but it is one of the ingredients. You cannot eat a good food if you cook, food if an ingredient is not complete. This is one of the ingredients. You need this to one partner.
Mhm.
After that, only one of ingredients, but you need, of course. After that, okay. I thought he think possibly about this can cure because the amount because he wanted to buy the top of the line machine. My question is that can we have as of this present moment, only 1 year ago from the pandemic, do you have come up into a scientific study about this water? Can we say that this is one of the ingredients to be,
Uh,
you know?
Art, as I told you, first and foremost, I, I, I don't have any scientific research on that. Of course, I've been hearing, yes, can help. Of course, water good for the body, but
Yeah,
the
I agree.
virus is another thing. COVID is another thing. Some say it
Yeah,
is manufactured bioweapon. And again, uh, Mr. Oshiro did not make Kangen water to cure people. Mr. Oshiro made the Kangen business opportunity to change people's life. So my suggestion is to question like that. Usually I will tell them there is no guarantee. Of course, you can try to look for research papers and all that, but I doubt you can find any because I don't see it. Even I see is all from third party, like from distributor, is never from Enagic. And you must always understand that there is a big difference between what we are doing and the medical world. So the
okay.
medical world will always suppress, especially when you use the word cure. You cannot even use
Mm.
the word cure.
Mm.
So whether it's right or wrong also, they will suppress because the medical world wants you to take drugs and that's it. So
Yes.
as far as Mr. Oshiro is concerned, his role is basically that's why he says why the water different is different 2-3 times. That's it. Then he goes, "You want to make money? Look for me." That's it.
Gary, Gary,
Yes.
we had this Zoom meeting 2 3 days ago
Yes.
about a lady who interviewed a doctor who's really studying the Kangen water. I have
Dr.
this.
Hoss.
Yes,
Dr. Hoss.
I have this link, so I was able to send it
Yes.
to them, but I will send
Yes.
it all this
Yes.
for everyone who are here. When you listen to that doctor, he's really his work is really to study the Kangen water.
Right.
So if you have questions, you can be able to listen to that, and you will be able to get so many um new information about the Kangen water.
Right.
But guys, I don't
Anyway,
want to keep them
especially Gary, because
yes, it's so late already.
no,
But
no,
Yes.
it's not late actually. It's very early.
oh, it's early.
Very early
Okay.
in
Very
the
early.
morning.
2 o'clock.
For everyone,
Yeah.
Gary, you mentioned about the time that we gathered together, right, in Malaysia.
Yes.
And before, as we will end as we will before you say your, can you have your can you share to us the thing that you have said to me, no, to the group, wherein we told you that you are indeed an instrument of God for all of us, why we are here, why there is no why there is Kangen Norway here, and how we've become. It's because God has used you as an instrument. And you mentioned a very, very touching, and I told you, I can still clearly remember the detail of what happened there. So can you just share it to the group? Because of course, our advocacy here is not to sell, but to share and to save um, lives through the instrument that the Lord has given us. And of course, maybe you can share to us. And then before I will let Rex also say his word, and then the closing.
Helen, sorry, can you just refresh my memory? What was it I said?
It's
Was
about the light, the candle,
yeah,
something.
the
Mhm.
candle, right? Yeah. So the I I hope it's still the same because so many years already. So basically, I felt that I'm just like the candle that God has lighted the light for me, and it's basically my responsibility to pass this light to as many people as possible, and especially to all my fellow Filipinos here in Norway. Okay, and of course, I hope before my light is out. And everybody, okay, let's put it this way, everybody also have to check out one of these days. So I
Yeah.
hope that before my light is out, I can see as many lights as possible being lighted all over the world,
Wow.
especially in Norway. Okay.
Great. Hallelujah.
That's it.
Thank you
That's
so
it.
much.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Remember that, because I clearly remembered it by not just by mind, but by heart, that we will be the light. So, guys, life is so short. Life is too short. Let us be the light to everyone. Let us just pass the light. And Rex, do you have your words?
Actually, there are lots of things to say, but I just want to thank Gary first and foremost, no, for staying up this late because actually it's past his bedtime. But guys, I just want you to just look at this as an example, no, from what kind of leaders do we have in our team, how dedicated, because honestly speaking, Gary is our great 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 grandfather already. Me personally, I'm very 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 deep in his how do you call this, in his organization. And if I'm very deep in his organization, then how about you? Just um do the math, no, about that. But the thing is, I can see his heart, I can feel his heart, I can. And he's not only a Malaysian brother, but a good thing about this person is that he is a Filipino in by heart. Okay, I don't know about this guy, but Gary is one Malaysian guy that I know. He's the only Malaysian guy that I know that I believe I don't know what kind of heart he has for the Filipinos. Not only because of the business, but he has the heart because of the OFW thing, and that has been his advocacy for a very very long time. And I just want to honor you, bro. I just want to honor you. I just want to thank you for your dedication, for your time, for your sacrifices for our team. I know we still have a lot of things to go through, but the thing is, we want I just want to say now in behalf of all the guys from Norway, how we started and the whole team that we are building up there right now, although I'm not yet there, but I'll definitely be back. One thing that we could assure you is that we will be much more dedicated to really grow our team. Right now, as with the figures that you told me earlier, that we garnered like 25 or 26% of the total market share of Norway for our team alone, but we will target more than 60 to 70% of the total team or total Norway. Okay, group sales under the team, under our team. Okay, and we will grow by leaps and bounds, especially for this year. And I can see the eyes of these guys, no? Even si Glenda, ang layo-layo ng pinuntahan, no? Grabe, alam ko, papikit-pikit yan. Okay, she's closing her eyes, blinking her eyes, but I know she's thinking about all those guys that she will be inviting, no? And closing sales. And I'd like to give a shout out also to Partner Art because just right now, before 1 a.m. actually, Enagic EU just texted me that there's a brand new sale from Art, no? Art Atali. This direct sale, another 3A sale from him. So shout out, no? And guys, this is our year. Let's make it a breakthrough year for us, 2021. Andyan si Gary. And I just want to thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. And maraming salamat sa inyo lahat. To God be the glory.
And yes, so we opened with a opening prayer. So we will also close in prayer. But before that, were you blessed? Is everybody blessed tonight?
Amen.
Yes, Gary, you can see how blessed is everyone. So before Edward will close us in prayer, I would just like to say that in Proverbs 16:9, it says, a man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps. So we can have so many plans, but we still need God to direct us, to give us the direction.
Amen.
And guys, faith without works is dead. As I said, F plus A is equals R. What is F? We need to have faith. And faith plus added is action. We need to have action so that we will have results. We cannot just pray and pray without doing something. We need to pray and then we need to act so that we will have the results.
Okay.
Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yan. Let's close
So
it.
let's us ask Edward to close us in prayer.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful night that you have given us. Thank you, Lord, for inspiring us and giving us another knowledge, Lord, to really put up a good fight in 2021. We thank you, Lord, for our leaders, for Kuya Rex, Ate Helen, and for Gary for initiating this kind of seminar. Lord, we pray that you would continue to bless them as you would bless us. This we pray in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen and amen.
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 Thank you so.
Hallelujah.
Everyone, unmute yourself now.
Woo!
Unmute,
Unmute yourself. Thank you.
unmute yourself, and
Selfie
let's
muna
say
tayo.
thank
Selfie
you.
tayo.
Thank you.
Screenshot.
And we will have
Thank you.
selfie. We'll have picture.
Thank you,
Screenshot.
We will
Gary.
have
Screenshot.
Thank you.
Screenshot.
picture.
Okay. One,
See
two.
you in
Thank you, Gary
face-to-face.
Gan.
We'll
Thank
have
you.
picture.
All right.
Hope we can visit Malaysia.
Ayan. Picture ulit. Okay, picture. One,
Picture
two.
Definitely.
first. Picture.
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 All right. Great. Ayos na. Thank you.
Good good night,
Good
Good
Gary.
night.
night,
Good
Good
Gary
night,
and
morning.
Gary. Good night,
Rex. Sleep
Gary.
well.
Good
Sleep
night.
well.
Morning sa inyo. Good
Thank you
morning.
very much.
God bless
Okay. God bless. God
everyone.
bless. See ya. Okay.